I know your phone was hot yesterday, Loren LoRosa.
Oh my God, yes. So yesterday, after we had our conversations here about Dame Dash and all the things and the interview, I said it on air yesterday that I had spoken to. Well, you guys had heard from Revolt. I had heard from Revolt as well, but at the time I couldn't say who I'd heard from. But then I was told by a publicist that I spoke to who actually leads their comms over their communications, like, hey, can you please put on record that you spoke to me? I want to make sure that people know that Dame Dash is not the chairman of Revolt. So I did that.
Well, for people who are just catching up, you should let them hear the claims that he made.
Okay. Yes. Do we? I don't even know if we have the claims.
Oh, we don't have those claims?
We should. Do we have them? I can have them bring them over. We cut them yesterday.
Okay.
But so basically what Dame Dash claimed was that he was the new chairman of Revolt. He also claimed that he was going to be acquiring Revolt. That chairman position would be a path to acquiring Revolt Network. And then he was also saying that he was previously in conversations with BET to acquire BET. And they were really upset. Revolt was really upset about that because internally it caused a lot of issues. Now, when I posted that, hey, I spoke to the lead publicist at Revolt, who confirms Dame Dash is not the chairman. Oh, baby. When I say all the guns came out.
Didn't he threaten to sue me? What I had to do with it?
He did threaten to sue you as well. He actually said he said that you were up here making false claims and that his attorneys would get involved if you continue to do so.
What false claims did I make?
I'm not, because we were talking about, remember you said on air the Revolt thing. He said, Charlamagne, I would advise you not to make up phony stories without real names, saying that anything I said was not true, or we will have a legal problem. Don't try to compromise my reputation. I have proof to support everything I say that will stand up in any court.
He said he was going to be the new chairman of Revolt, and he said that he was going to acquire Revolt, and Revolt reached out to us and told us that wasn't true. How's that my fault?
Yeah, and we have the Dame audio now, too. You guys should hear him say it. Let's take a listen.
I'm now the chairman of Revolt right now, and I also... I have 15.
You don't deserve to be the chairman of Revolt.
I got you. So I'm now the chairman of Revolt with a pathway.
Again,
you see, because he wants to trigger me, and I want you to acknowledge that. So I'm now Cam's boss, the chairman of Revolt with a pathway to acquisition. I've been trying to buy Revolt.
How do we know this is not Cap? We didn't see this on Deadline.
Deadline didn't make the announcement for this particular situation. They didn't want to. I had an announcement I was going to make with BT, but Paramount stepped in and they said do it later. And they didn't want to be a part of this mess. But it will be in something. This gets played tomorrow, so the announcement will be in the trades tomorrow. So I've been trying to buy Revolt, and I also just did a 25-episode deal for my podcast for Bosses Take Losses, and I'm putting all my content on Revolt.
Yeah.
I just want the record to show, too. I told him he doesn't deserve to be the chairman because he told me I didn't deserve something early in the interview. I forgot what it was, though. That's the only, I was just matching his energy. That's all.
Well, the trade that he was talking about, or the news announcement he was talking about, came via Vibe. So Vibe did an article, and it was like, mind you, this is following me saying, hey, the lead publicist at Revolt is saying Dame Dash is not chairman, not for a month, not for any time. So Vibe did an article. It was an announcement of him being a chairman at Revolt. It said that it would be for a month term. And then it had quotes from the CEO of Revolt, or alleged quotes from the CEO of Revolt, and all these things, right? So all this is happening. And then there is the Shade Room that obtains an exclusive email that was sent internally at Revolt. Now, this email is from Detavio Samuels, who is the CEO of Revolt Television. And in the email, he says, I know some of you may have caught Dame Dash's interview on The Breakfast Club today. To set the record straight, Dame Dash is a hip-hop pioneer with a proven track record as a creator. Yes, we've been in conversations about potential partnerships, things like licensing his shows and films for Revolt, but there is no signed deal. He is not the chairman of our company. There's no acquisition path on the table. The quote from me and Vibe is completely fabricated. I never said any of that. If anything major were to happen, you'd hear it directly from me. And then they go into some news that, that is actually true, that is actually happening from them. Like they just partnered with Naomi Osaka on some women in sports content they'll be doing, just some of the positive things that they wanted to highlight. But yeah, they had to internally tell their team, hey, this is not true, because the employees were like, what is happening right now?
I told y'all yesterday that I thought he was capping. I also told y'all yesterday he was going to spend all day explaining himself, and that's exactly what he did. Didn't Cam have something to say about this yesterday, too?
Yes. So Cameron posted online, and he more so was laughing at Dame Dash as well. You only have Cameron with Adrian? Yeah, so Cameron was more so laughing at Dame Dash.
No, I saw him explain some stuff too.
Okay, so we'll grab that as well. In the meantime, you remember when he was here as well, he talked about Claudia Jordan and he mentioned 50 Cent. 50 Cent also had something to say. 50 Cent, it wasn't a video, but 50 Cent posted on Instagram and he said, I don't know why Dame Dash is calling me a liar. And basically because Dame Dash was saying that 50 hadn't grabbed the rights to Paid in Full. Claudia Jordan had something to say because Dame Dash talked about the lawsuit that she was involved in because she was in the movie Dear Frank. Let's take a listen.
Dame Dash once again has my name in his mouth when he should be having Polident tight grip in his mouth, instead holding those cheap ass dentures in place instead of worrying about me. Why do you keep trying to bring me into your mess? You've been sued by everybody, you've lost every single lawsuit, and you owe the government all this money, yet you keep trying to bring me into your bullshit. On the set of Dear Frank, you were wildly inappropriate. You did on that set that should have shut it down, and what you did to me during the one scene was up. I have not embarrassed you yet because everybody else has done that job for me, and including yourself. But if you want to keep running your mouth, then I'm going to tell my side. You was a pervert on set. You were disgusting. The things you did with that porn tape and what you tried to do to get me ready for a scene with you while your shunt was showing out of your chest and you thought you was hot, you were not. You were a fat mess. And yes, I understand you see me everywhere, so and you're nowhere except pretending to own ranches that you don't own and borrowing money from people. And you see people that are just flourishing without you, and like you do with Jay-Z, you're just sitting there jealous of everybody else, counting everybody else's money. So now you want to include me in your lawsuit. Bring it on.
What is a shunt, C Murder? Tell me what. Text me later and tell me what a shunt is.
I don't know, but in this also Dame had, because remember you said he was going to be trying to explain himself. So Dame had posted some text that he alleged between him and Detavio Samuels, who was the CEO of Revolt, and he's basically trying to show that there was an ownership conversation of some sort. Now the text message conversation, they're talking about exclusivity of content. Detavio or whoever this other person is saying we can align on clips and other things from American News, so there's something, but it can only live in one place. And then Dame does ask in this text, he said, you know, in addition to other things, also, is there still a pathway to own? Now, Detavio texts back, but he also says after that, but I'm cool with it if it's just for bosses take losses to start. And then Dame says, not my YouTube channel, my network. Detavio responds, yes, and I'm with these folks, and then it's cut off. Then there's an email where Detavio is allegedly introducing Dame Dash to someone on an email thread.
I got a headache already.
Yeah, so
all I know is Dame cares too much what the internet thinks. You know what I mean? But you know what's interesting? A couple weeks ago, Dame was sitting down on Art of Dialogue, being chatty patty, and he said Cameron's premature public announcement of becoming president of Rockefeller back in 2002 caused real problems and created real tension at Rockefeller back then. But fast forward just 2 weeks later, and Dame is on the radio making the same kind of premature announcement. Matter of fact, it's not even premature. It wasn't even. There's nothing to announce.
I really didn't understand what happened there. Like I didn't believe that. I mean, I know when I post the story that like I do my due diligence to find out what really happened. But when I found out, I was like, "There's no way." I don't know. I was caught off guard, but you know.
You can't believe somebody would just lie like that.
Yeah.
I
for the record, Dame called me a liar when I mentioned that he was not the chairman of Revolt, and then the email from
and then threatened to
CEO.
sue me.
Yeah, and
What?
tried to throw other legal things our way.
This is why you just gotta laugh at Dame, and I need somebody to make a Dame Dash versus Dame Dash video where Dame is literally violating all his own rules. Everything he tells others not to do, he does. Every time.
God bless him.
God bless him, and I hope he heals.
Yeah,
I really do. I really hope Dame Dash heals. Thank you, Loren, for the latest.
You're welcome.
Okay, coming up, we got Front Page News with Teslin Figaro, and Marlon Wayans will be joining us this hour. He's got a new movie out this Friday, a Jordan Peele film, actually, called Him, and we'll talk to him all about it. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
Hold up. Every day I wake up, wake your ass up. The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?